Well, it certainly has been a long wait, but it is finally over. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and our first look at the early access version of Blacksmith Master is here. Yeah, being published by Hooded Horse, we've taken a look at this game time and time again through free demos and prologues, and now we finally get to take our first peek at a version that will be coming out very soon. Now, one thing I was really happy with, and I keep seeing more and more on Steam, is devs keep doing these demos and playtests and whatnot, and they let you carry over your saves. In fact, the last time we played this game was on June 12th, 2024, and right now I'm playing this on the night of the 4th. So very cool that previous saves can carry over, and I keep seeing that on all sorts of different prologues. So devs who are doing that, keep it up. That's really nice for people who maybe try a game before they buy, and then eventually if they get it, they get to pick up right where they left off. And this game is certainly one that has a lot of cool things going on for it. Not only do we get to manage a blacksmith like like Blacksmith, but we also get to manage the shop element of it, and also mining resources and multiple employees and distributing our wares to other people, meeting demands of other cities around for weapons and armor and tools. It's got a really, really cool idea to it. And yeah, it's being published by Hooded Horse, the same folks who are publishing Manor Lords. And I really love these Tycoon / city builder / business management simulators. They're all fun, all of them, and I can't get enough. And it really gives me good vibes of when we used to play a game by the name of what was it, Tavern Keeper or Tavern Master? I think it was Tavern Keeper, but regardless, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here. Thanks again for subbing to the channel, and thank you very much for hitting that like button to see more of Blacksmith Master and other Tycoon games. We'll certainly be having a big year on the channel for all sorts of new releases, and also, of course, big Steam sales and other events that are themed that Steam has big sales other than the summer and winter sale or what have you. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to start ourselves a new game here though today, and I'm going to go ahead and also jump into a previous save and show you that. But the new game, main game mode, has kind of like more of a story towards it, where it's somewhat giving you a tutorial that then kind of tells a story, and each of the cities that we interact with do as well. But the sandbox mode, if you can check here too, you can modify things to be a little bit more towards your liking. So you can start in a sandbox or a city location, and then also have like infinite things unlocked if you just want to build endlessly and experiment. So that's cool too. But we're going to start a new game here, so let's go. Oh, here we are. Welcome! This is your new workshop where many amazing weapons and tools will be crafted. Look at this! We're on a seaside city with different little docks, a port, and some canals. Beautiful bridges, a Mediterranean feel to this one. And I'm so happy that our blacksmith shop is kind of in a bustling city rather than in a corner with a bunch of grass and trees around with no actual like view of anything, no civilization. But here we see like a lighthouse and yeah, just a gorgeous setting. Love this. Can't explain how much I love it, but I do. Oh, that's weird to see a warehouse with oars and wood there. I guess it's nice to see it visually in the game, as well as some displays up top. Very, very cool. Yeah, lots of crates and barrels around too. All right, welcome. This is your new tool shop where many amazing weapons and tools will be crafted. Since we don't have anyone to help out yet, let's hire our first blacksmith. Let's do just that. Looks like we can hire based on metalworking, carpentry, and design. So these are all blacksmiths here, so they'll be known for their metalworking. So let's hire somebody to 2. We have a, let's see, we have a 2 for blacksmithing, 1 for carpentry, and 1 for design. So that'll be good. Let's go ahead and go with this guy here. Oh, refresh for free too, but we'll just pick whoever. That's all fine. Amazing. We prepared to start the production now. Or we are prepared for it. I hope so. To expand your business, you'll need to make money first. For now, the only way to do that is to complete merchant offers. Okay. First merchant offer requires a mace, so let's wait for the blacksmith to craft it. Oh, good. He's getting to work right away on that. So coming over here and grabbing a little ingot, throwing that into the old blacksmith fire, and then getting ready to temper all that stuff and do his thing over on the anvil. Oh, it looks like there's wood here too. This seems to be like firewood. Would that be for heating this and creating coal, or is that for the actual handle of the mace? Oh, that seems to be made of metal as well. Okay, so he was quenching it. Oh, is that the executioner? Oh, don't worry, we're working on some stuff for you, sir. We'll get that. Oh, everybody in this town's an executioner, I guess. Or they're bandits. I have no idea. Cool. All the adventurers look quite nice. Wow, I love the streets. The look of the streets is great. Already done. Let's collect the reward. Excellent. And then this is where we make our deliveries. So as you can see, maces, clubs, and I think that's a shovel. So that's cool. So now we can order them to make a delivery. So, yeah, 80 coin for that. Boom. And we're done. To progress and unlock new stuff, we'll need to open the mastery tree. Oh. Whenever your blacksmiths craft an item, you'll earn special currency that is used to progress through the mastery tree. Excellent. Carpentry enables your blacksmiths to craft wooden items. Okay, so that's probably what we're going to want to do. At this moment, we can unlock carpentry, so let's do that. I agree. Hell yeah! I feel like I heard that music somewhere before. I don't know. Now that you have carpentry, you're missing only one tool to be able to craft wooden items, a carpentry workbench. Time to build, baby. Let's go to the shop and buy carpentry workbench. And there it is right there. Place that down anywhere you'd like. I think we'll put that somewhere near the door. How about right there? It's a good spot. And look at all the other things we have access to. Furnaces, anvils, water buckets, workbenches, sharpening wheels too, carpentry table, then more under design. Doesn't look like it'll let us scroll for now, but we can also get lights and stairs, staff, so we're going to be able to make multiple floors. Great work. You're well prepared to continue your growing business. Well, thank you. Now, let's add one more touch before we finish naming your workshop. Oh, finish by naming it. Oh, boy. Oh, we can also give a color of the, the letters. Okay, well, let's give it a kind of Geo look. Blacksmith Master. Boy, what do we call this place? Heavy Metal? Oh, we got to have a good name. They ambushed me with this one. Wait, what's this say? Oh, you can give special tags to give your text and make your text even more special. Oh, you can put sprites on there. That's cool. Although you'd have to know what 14, 19, and 31 are, although that probably explains it there. That's kind of cool. So we can give a bold text if we want to. So just be a little programming. Gonna be a hacker here. Let's go ahead and call this one just, I guess, Heavy Metal for now. Let's try that. So Heavy Metal. And let's go ahead and let's see if we can actually do what they told us to do. So B, and I think, does there need to be a space there? I'm not sure. Oh, it already worked. Oh, you don't even have to do the close. It'll just automatically detect that. One thing that's cool about that is, yeah, it does teach you this, but honestly, for the simplicity of the player, just having little tick boxes here would be kind of cool for that. I guess this is a workaround for now, but, you know, just giving the player a lot of options and sliders and dials and whatever would be cool too. But whatever, it's fine. Heavy Metal it is. Just remember to keep completing merchant offers. That's how you'll progress and improve your workshop, by hiring new workers, unlocking new item blueprints, and more. Oh, it looks nice, that place. Okay, so let's continue to make more orders. Oh, actually, we're already completing those. We got 3 of the 4 clubs done, and then 0 out of 6 of the question mark shovels. I think we need to increase our production. Oh, there we are, carpentry table. Okay, let's build another one of those, and we'll put these guys maybe back to back for now. I think we can work on optimization and layout, and that'll be incredibly important in this game at a certain point, is minimizing the time it takes for people to walk from one side to another. Okay, let's hire another worker if we can. Oh, staff enables you to hire workers with crafting items too. Oh, of common quality. Okay, that's a good thing. You just unlocked the ability to hire more staff, which will help you scale up your production. For now, you can only hire blacksmiths who can craft items, right? So eventually we'll hire salespeople and maybe even porters or merchants to bring things around. Workers need benches to sit down when they have nothing to do. Since you already have 1 bench, let's hire 2 more blacksmiths straight away. All right. So there's our new hires, and we have 2 available. You can see that every blacksmith has different stats for working with metal, working with wood, and designing new items. Each blacksmith also has a positive and negative trait. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, so their negative is on the right side. Okay, so they're a little slower, or they take more time to process with an ingot on an anvil. But that's fine, because Alan here is not really a great blacksmith, but a very good carpenter. So that's good. To hire employees, you'll need to pay tax, which raises the total number of employees. Choose any 2 blacksmiths to hire. Okay, well, I want this guy because I do like the carpentry idea. And also we should hire a very good blacksmith too. Heats ingots 50% faster, but not able to design as fast. That's totally fine with me. Let's go ahead and go with that one. Perfect. All right, that's it. You've successfully increased your workforce. Now you're ready to continue and be a great manager. You're right, I am. Okay, let's go to complete this one. Oh, 190 bucks for those little clubs. Now, oh, it's a scoop. Maybe it's like a utensil or something, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I wonder if we can take new offers. Looks like we have a battle axe, a tomahawk, and then also a tankard. Okay. I'm going to hold off for now since we're in the tutorial. We'll see if they tell us a little bit more about that in just a moment. Okay, so wood's coming in, being brought over to the table, right? We got another guy here doing metalworking, but we're not really making anything out of metal at the moment. And I think eventually we can make our blacksmith shop this big, and then that also includes the storefront. So production will be a large section of the map, and then also the the storefront will be too. So I think what we'll have is probably a large L-shape blacksmith area, and then a little shop right there on the corner. And we can get a second floor too, so who knows? Maybe we could put all the storage upstairs and then have all the heavy stuff at the bottom. Oh, there's our workbench. Okay. So is that EOD? Yeah, it might be the end of day here. An elite worker will join your workshop every time you complete 20 merchant offers. Oh, that's an interesting twist. All right, let's deliver those scoops. And let's pick some new jobs then. We'll pick these ones for tomorrow. All right, now we can redesign things. I think we should definitely change our layout. I like, by the way, the fact that we can just click and drag that, and it's just that easy. So we should go ahead and do something like this. I think we'll make a like a couple benches here, and then put the wood between. Now I'm not sure. Can the worker reach that from the side like that? That might make a lot of extra space saving measures right there. And then they're very close to the edge. Let's see. So I can remember the last time I played this, I got very optimized, and that's something I'd kind of like to do now, although, oh, someone's already working that. It's kind of hard to do, though, when you're in the midst of, like starting your business. You don't have a lot of money, you don't really have a lot of people, so it can be kind of a hard thing. All right, let's go with that. And then where's the bench? I think the bench is just fine there. So they should be getting to work here shortly. We can get another staff bench. What do we have for coin? 980? I don't think we'll get too many more workers anytime soon, but let's hire them anyway. Or rather, get ready to hire them. So stairs. Spiral stairs or regular. Nice. And then it looks like there's... Oh, decorative items for the shop. Round carpets. Yeah. Okay. So that's nice. Customer appeal will be important. All right, so now we've got the tomahawks, which I wonder if it tells us the recipe here. Just an ingot. Okay, and that's probably the same for the tankard too, yeah. All right, so we'll be making stuff very easily. Oh, one at a time we're coming over now. Okay, that's going to back things up. What do we got for cash? Okay, maybe a couple of hearths in the middle. Or furnaces, I suppose. I had a outstanding layout last time. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to try to build this now maybe off of memory or changes to the original prologue, and then we'll go and take a look at what I came up with last time and compare the two. And I can be like, what was I thinking? So yeah, the problem is now we're getting backed up with production. Well, it looks like the tomahawk offer is complete, and then these two are just going to make the tankards, and then we can move things around. That's going to give us a lot of cash again. So the anvils seem to maybe take longer than heating up the metal. Aw. Okay, so now they're all done. All right, let's get back to building then. So let's move this around. So I'll try to put these back to back maybe. And then when an item is done, it's moved from the anvil directly to the delivery point. So I think what we could do here is try to take the materials there. Let me think here. Okay, let's move these workers around. If we put it... actually, they have to quench it too, don't they? So we'll get the materials from there. And I think maybe we only need one square between. We'll see this in a minute, but let's experiment with some things here. Optimizing the layout in order for people to walk the shortest amount of distance and provide the most amount of productivity is the most interesting thing to me. We'll need a little bit more cash for more parts, but that's fine with me. There we go. Work, complete 5 merchant offers. All right, our first Steam achievement for this one. Nice. Let's get another anvil down. Perfect. All right, any more contracts? Nothing for the day. There are no more available merchant offers. Wait for tomorrow or pay to refresh instantly. Well, then we're done at our day here, and this music is great. Let's keep refining our layout, though, over time. How do we end our day? Assume we just speed up time. And I think there's a way to look at the map, too. And there's all the things we can design. So bludgeons, iron goblets, kitchen knives, and more than likely. Copper ingots, bronze. Okay, so we can work with gold as well. Okay. And these are some of the things we have now. And there must be other ways to unlock blueprints, but also jewelry and pottery, too? Now, that's great. That's cool that it goes a little bit beyond blacksmith. Honestly, the blacksmith I think is the most interesting, but to be able to make ceramics and other things like that is very cool too. I like that. Heavy metal, brother. What? Oh, I thought those guys were skeletons for a second. And look at all the drainage pipes going out there. Ugh. Take a look at these numbers here. We spent 1,870 bucks. Wow. Got a bunch of design points coming in too, or that we need to. All right, start next day. Oh no, we're broke. You could take control of any blacksmith to play in third person. Really? We can play in third person? Oh, we can take control there. We can lay them off. We can also change how things work. Level up strategy manual. That's nice. Ooh, we should slow things down. And let's choose some offers today. Let's do 11 of those clubs. We got a lot of people to work wood, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to have, wow, 950 for this. Let's get to work, people. Do we all need to be working on wood here? Tomahawk just takes metal. Is he not able to access that? Or they all work... Oh, they're all working on the first order together. Okay. Is there a way to put him on a second order? Crafting preference. Let's see. Well, let's put you on wooden items. Let's put you on metal items. And let's put you on wooden items as well. So I guess it doesn't matter in the order in which these are done, so long as we get them all done as quickly as possible. And that is cool how we can work on multiple orders at once. Very nice. And of course we'll need more money to hire another blacksmith. So the faster the better. I think maybe we'll put maybe this like this. So they can sneak through here, get the metal, heat it up, and then blacksmith. Oh, we can also have it behind them. So they just have to turn 180 degrees. I don't know, there's many different strategies you could explore to see which one is the best for whatever items you're making. I mean, seriously, it could all come down to the item. And not just metal versus wood. Okay, we're down to 44 of those. Let's speed things up now. So we're getting things made up. So that's 8, 9, 10. One more there. And we're going to need to buy more wood. But we're broke. We have 8 pieces of wood left. That one we can send off. All right, we got a little bit more cash. Go ahead and buy more wood. Full stockpile. And we'll have to do the same with iron. Now, eventually we can hire miners to go down and look for things like copper and maybe tin, gold, iron. And then we can bring those things up here and actually smelt and make our own ingots, from what I recall. So we can do the whole thing, not just, you know, purchase pre-made stuff. We get to do it all ourselves. That's kind of nice. All right, more things tinging away. That's good. Now we can unlock more things. Let's slow down a little bit here. There we go. Let's see how that goes. So this is one method. Although they can pretty much reach that pile from almost any direction, so at least the AI is pretty capable of sneaking into small spaces and grabbing what they need to get the job done. That's pretty efficient so far. All right, one more after that. And another job will be done here for $9.50. Beautiful. All right, any more offers we could take? Let's choose the one with the knife and the tankard too. Then we can work on those into tomorrow. All right, what else can we do? Construction allows you to build walls and floors with different designs. Enables hiring of more skilled workers. Wow. I would definitely like to maximize the space that we have first. And let's see what we can do for hiring blacksmiths. Craft 50 items. We did it. Demands a little higher wage. Oh, that's okay, I think. All right, our day has ended. Let's start a new day. And they're off, just like going to the races. Cool. And there we go. All right, so those knives are almost done. Then on to the tankards. And then what is next we could do? Sort by the most money. 19 little knives. Good. That'll be great. Big money. $13.90 on that one. One of the orders is already ready. Perfect. $9.50. Okay, so money's no problem. We're making that pretty good. Need to keep an eye on that and restock. 2 more to go on the tankards. 19 knives to go. That's crazy. Tankards ready to go. Start at the top. What do we got now? Let's do another $8.90 on those. And another... I guess we're just going for the biggest money here. It seems to make sense at the start to make the most amount of cash. All right, what can we do next? Construction allows you to build the floors, right? Discounted wood, decrease prices to restock. Gonna cost a little arm and a leg for all these resources in the end. Right click to restore for $4.50. That's nice. We can do a quick buy that way. That's nice. That is very nice. And we can unlock the construction now and expand our store. Let's go with the construction of the store for now. Okay, so now we should be able to, start building a little bit more and expanding our area. We can also design the walls, and it looks like we can do different types of walls, like half walls, windows, doors, or delete them too, and then build railing. And some of these things may extend outside. Like we might be able to make a nice little, I don't know, like a porch area or something for our little shop. Oh, there's upper walls, lower walls too. Oh, that's nice. And then we could even put this like where the forge is. So, of course, a little fire prevention there, which will look cool. But I think what we want to do for now is try to build a extended wall. And maybe a corridor into where we'll put a shop eventually. Somewhere like that. That's going to be very expensive, though, for us to build, as you can see. Oh, we only get 35 back out of building for 50, so you don't get a full refund either. A little unfortunate. So I want to build a full shop right away, but it's going to take a lot of time and money to do that. We got to build walls, we got to build the floor, put in maybe another window, and then hire people for what will likely be the shop. So that's something we can do, and I wanted to show it off, but probably not a good idea to do just yet. So yeah. All right, looks like we got another job ready. All right, 9 tankards there should do. Wow, we're making some really nice cash though. Okay, if we hire another staff member, less time with the anvil is pretty good, but they still, again, require more wage. So we're gonna have to be paying about what, 300 bucks a day in wages? Yeah, 295. Hiring is 750. That's a one-time fee. Resources too will be shifting around. Building, we only lost 75 bucks though on building and then deleting walls, so not a big deal, according to that form there. All right, let's pick some more. Ooh, if we do this one, we get new floor types. Merchant is offering less, but they're offering something in compensation. That's cool. All right, so you get decorative items by taking particular contracts. That's very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and buy more metal. Wow, they are working like crazy. I think we can put down more anvils to increase throughput, but that's going to be a wait for a while. Oh, wow, and more things are getting done. All right, things are moving very quickly. Let's try the 22 knives and see how that all goes. That is very nice. Now, at this point, the gameplay loop is going to be this, I think, particularly for a while, but that is the fun of the grind, is that we should be slowly, but then exponentially growing whatever we're doing here. But I'm curious to know, like, what happens when we, fill up all this space. And I can recall something about being able to operate somewhere else. One of these other buildings become available for mining or something. Like we get a miners guild. I may be misremembering that, but I remember something about being able to send people off to mines. Maybe the children who yearn for it. I don't know. They certainly do yearn for the mines, don't they? There's a yearning. There's something. Oh, it doesn't look like we're getting held back too much. Oh, and look at these different types of bonuses as well. So when we get to a certain point, we then need to start getting blues, uncommon qualities. So that's what we need to start making for other things. Assistants. Allows you to hire assistants who can transport items, restock resources, and smelt ingots. Ah, there we go. Let's go for blueprint upgrades. Love that. To upgrade blueprints, which will increase the selling price of your items, you'll need to earn design points, and here's how. So we'll need to build a design table, assign somebody to that, and then they'll just generate points over time. But then we need to spend those points to unlock things that I showed you before in the blueprint table. So some of these things right now may cost cash, or actually that's the pricing of it, but then we can do something on our own soon enough. So we'll have to have a research and development department. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You have your blacksmith shop where things are made. You could have a little research office, and then also the shop, and then maybe some other things for storage. And then those things can be shared. So you could have like an armory where all the stuff for the showroom is stored, but then also in there ingots could be stored for the blacksmiths to then bring over here. And that's what the assistants will be for. So you're gonna have a lot of like things interwoven together. Very nice. I'm hoping that we can get better things in the future, like a different type of furnace, or upgrades for the furnace, like maybe a bellows, or different types of furnaces. I don't know. We have no design tables yet, and that's okay. So we can go ahead and get started with that. Let's see, tools, design table. There we go. Perfect. Then we should be able to hire somebody for design. Ah, there we go. Earn design points 20% faster. Let's go ahead and assign that person to that. And whom was that again? Oh, here we can assign them. 20% less time to process on an anvil. Let's do that. So we're now assigning their priorities. So metal items, and then the last one should be our researcher. So Philip, Let's go with the... Oh, there's no way to force them to... design there. Yes. Okay. Well, that's great. So then we can craft for merchants, craft for racks, design, and then do trade routes. Very nice. So the racks would be for, you know, customers coming to us, and then there's orders that we would ship out. Wow, we're just a few days in, day 5. Not even that long at all. And we're cracking. Don't have enough money to restock. All right, not yet then. We'll get some cash here in just a moment. There we go. And now we're going to start getting some blueprints provided on the side. That's nice. We'll go with the 1402. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Huh. This is pretty good so far. I mean, honestly, I don't want to skip anything in this game, but we're going to. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at a save from the prologue from a little while ago. Here's what we came up with from before. That's actually quite genius. So we've got the storage in the middle with the furnaces behind them, and then the blacksmith anvils to the side with the quenching there. And it looks like we can put orders in this little chest too. That's kind of cool. So then we got multiple research tables, somebody working on wood, and then I guess we have far less employees in the... I guess in the prologue, maybe they had a much different layout and how you could do things, but the buildings and other things look to be the same, and also where the carts are. If we take a look here too, we've got the ability to upgrade designs too, and then also a way to like build things, but also sell it to merchants or to put it on our racks, which is right kind of over here. So we've got some storage going on here and somebody working sales. This kind of seems more like a wholesaler, but we're putting what looks to be tankards, mugs, and knives for sale, and then still shipping out to our good old trade partners there. Now, I gotta say, it looks like they did a little bit more thought in doing bulk immediately in the full build. This is, again, the prologue version, so we didn't really hire too many people here. It was like 4 or 5, most of which are seemingly on design, actually. Actually, I see 4 people here. But it looks like... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that there. It's a relatively smooth, though, transitioning to this full version. Like before, the deals were 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. This is now 14. So bigger deals await you in the full version of the game. And how much cash do we have here? Oh, our shop attracts 11 customers per day. Oh, and I bet you the nicer you lay out your shop, the better it'll look. Now, look at this. This is cool. We've almost made like 2 different independent looking buildings here. So this is the shop that looks nice, and the blacksmith shop, I think I'd want to change this. In fact, this kind of gives me a Viking vibe, but this feels a little bit better. But remember, we can make a second floor too. So in the shop, we could make a second floor here and then like store things above, or even do sales in that same room. But I don't know, is this like limited space here? I don't know. Now, this is the prologue too, so we built differently in the demo to where I can recall, I swear, something about mining and maybe people going underground in your actual base. Like, I thought there was something where they would, like, there was like a hatch and they would go down and mine or something. Let's go ahead and complete that deal. Now we're on to big deals, though. That's cool. A very big deal. And then let's take a look at where do they have the shields for research? There's our hiring process. Ah, there it is under the book here. Ah, and they had, this is all reworked from the prologue. So some of these things were added later on. So we'll still need another 45 to do this. So if you're continuing your game, which I think a lot of people played this one before buying it, or just played it in the past because they saw it here on the channel, some of these things are going to be, you're going to have to go back a little bit and buy some of these, because these are must-haves. Like, well, obviously, you know, to construct your base like we've been doing, you're going to have to rebuy that. So I think so, yeah. So we wouldn't even be able to add on to our blacksmith shop unless we repurchase that. So we'll have to wait a little bit of time, you know, to have enough completed contracts to then unlock that. So that's pretty cool. Now we got some design points here going on, and we got new blueprints. So we got a butcher's knife, a metal scoop, a grill fork, a ladle, a wooden pitchfork, sorry, and a longbow too. Now, see, that's awesome. I'm really happy. I really like that this is not just a medieval blacksmith, but kind of a medieval like carpentry shop, a medieval Fletcher, a medieval blacksmith, combining all these little industries together that deal with wood and metal, gold and silver and whatever else is actually very cool. And it looks like these benches are not all the way up against the wall, which must have been a, I don't know, prologue thing or something like that. I don't know. All right. And kind of cool to put that partition there. Really nice. Now, how about hiring somebody to do some sales at our store? We have a cashier here we could hire. Let's see. Communication is higher. 1% more customers or 20% more XP. Wow, they seem to be very good with chatting as well. All right, we're hiring this person. I don't know what that means exactly. Have your own store. We do. We finally opened our own store. Cecilia's working here now. So are we open to customers? I guess we're gonna have to make orders now. This could be for our wholesale, this part here, and we could make another blacksmith just to sell to the store. Now, that's another cool thing to consider, is that these options are very nice to be able to tell them, hey, you know, here's how you should level up. Here's what you should focus on. Here's what we want you to, you know, like invest your time in. They may walk a little slower or something like that, but this is why you might keep these guys over here. There seems to be a lot of great ways to interact with this. So these would all be stocked up here. We can click and I guess select only one product. I'd like to be able to do it per shelf, but still, I think that's miles ahead. Honestly, that's very good. I think this is great. Very good stuff. I'm looking to playing this a lot more. I really am. I want to see exactly how big we can make this store. I do feel, though, like, doesn't it feel like it would only take a couple of hours to fill up this entire first area and then add a second floor and then be done with it? I don't know. Maybe it's not necessarily about the size of your blacksmith shop, but really what you do with it, boys. You know what I mean? Because eventually, to get to some of these end tier stuff, this is what the goal is currently in early access, would be to get all the way to jewelry. And then you would have a, you know, you'd have a pottery. You could have a pottery, maybe barn inside of your blacksmith shop, a jewelry store. But it also seems very hard to put all these things on display and keep them separate. I don't know. It'd be kind of, I would like to make a different store for a jewelry store and then also like a blacksmith store. And it kind of seems hard to do, you know, two shops here and then maybe, you know, this all being manufacturing. I don't know. It provides us with more unique challenges, and that's something I'm absolutely excited to explore more in this game when, of course, it fully releases. Now, remember, early access is out like ASAP for you all. You can check it out on the Steam store page, but yeah, full release? I don't know, but I hope there's a lot of great feedback here, and Hooded Horse is the one to champion this one. I think I'm filled with hype and excitement. Well, there you go. Short and sweet, but that's how it goes. And by the way, this is a solo developer over there on the right side. You see that it's currently a solo developer, and I hope you will enjoy what I've created so far. What is up with Hooded Horse and supporting people who are just filled with passion and like endless like urge for wanting to do the best they can? That's amazing. I love to see it. And I'd love to see you also enjoy this game too. So if you get it, let me know what you think about it down below in the comments section. And we're going to do a more in-depth playthrough on this one in due time. But again, remember, there's a kind of a new game mode or like a main game mode and also a sandbox mode. And so it seems like a game that you could certainly play for quite a few hours. And then once you hit the wall of the end of content, you come on back in a couple of months for new updates. Manor Lords is like that. Planet Coaster 2 is like that. Tons of games are like that. This is how it is nowadays, but I don't mind. It's always fun to come back and see what's new. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you all soon. Say hi down below in the comment section. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye, everybody.